I've not actually had an official diagnosis, but I kind of did a lot of searching and reading because I wasn't, I knew that the way I thought wasn't in line with the way the world expected me to be. That's basically it. The frustrations are like, can I never find like motivation to do something that sometimes don't I want to do it, and then I kind of have that feeling of, oh, I'll do it later, or it can wait,
Mm,
and understanding why I feel like that. That's, I'll probably still have them moments as well. But then also that's just kind of self-acceptance that I think is a big one in that. So understanding who you are. If I talk about my journey, that's been my journey, like understanding who I am, understanding what works for me and what doesn't work for me. I think that's been I think that's been like the biggest challenge, I'd say. To be honest, because I didn't have a diagnosis, I don't actually have a ADHD diagnosis yet. I didn't tried anything, to be honest, but it was kind of after following you on LinkedIn, because you popped up on my LinkedIn, and then, oh, I'll follow Jack. Obviously he's sharing some value, and then obviously we had some conversations through Messenger or the messaging service on LinkedIn, and then yeah, kind of gave it a shot. So to be honest, this course on mindfulness is the first thing I've tried. So yeah, it 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 feels like it's working as well. It's mad, 100%. Yeah, like that's without a shadow of a doubt. Something that you don't know, that you've never tried before, and if you invest in it, if you invest basically your time and your money in it, is it going to work? That's the doubt, like that you probably always face doing anything that you've never tried before, I suppose. But the only thing you can do is try, I suppose. Yeah, just that call with you, I think, and just understanding what it could bring.
mm,
And if if I never took that leap, it's like where you say you take a leap of faith. If you don't take that leap, you'll just never know what's on the other side. And that's kind of really, I can't tell you how true that is. So yeah, very grateful. Without a shadow of a doubt, an expansion of awareness. That's been the biggest, for me. I think that's been the biggest thing. So awareness of my own thoughts, my own feelings, why I feel the way I feel. Sometimes then moments are quite fleeting, like whether you have we don't wake up every day in the same state, in the same state of mind and stuff. And that's kind of employing some of the tactics that I've used in the mindfulness program that we've worked on together. That's helped me slow everything down,
mm,
which usually can be too much. Like if I give you a quick example, like this morning when I woke up, my brain was already at 100 mile an hour. So I was ruminating as soon as I woke up. So I came downstairs and I did my morning routine as I've discussed with you, like during my program, something that I've obviously worked out for myself. So it's kind of the mindfulness that has guided me to that routine in the morning. That getting out, getting some sunlight, coming back into the room, drinking some water, preparing my cacao, doing a little bit of breathing, and that's definitely a game changer. I can feel myself being calmer, like when I'm talking to other people. I don't have that. Before I used to have like more of an edge towards me. So
mm,
it would be like more, sometimes it might, if I had a deep, meaningful conversation with someone, it sometimes could get a little bit, I wouldn't say like passive aggressive or whatever, but it got a little bit passionate, should I say. And now I've just learned to kind of calm my mind and just think and think about what I'm going to say and not have my brain racing at 100 miles an hour before I go out and blurt something out that feels like a personal attack or something. And that is really, really true. So in that way, it's been an absolute game changer. Yeah, definitely. 100%. I did think about this track quite a bit, like the last 8 weeks and stuff. And what's it done to me? It's that I just need to keep maintaining it. That's all I can do now. Just maintain that level. So being consistent to me is key. Yeah. So from my own experience, you just got to think of it as give it a go. Don't be afraid of trying because you'll never know what you'll take from it. With everything you learn in life in your life until you try it, you just never know. It's as simple as that. I can't explain it any other way. Like I think what's really important when it comes to learning something new, you will approach it with a completely open mind. Once you do that, like you'll be able to achieve things that you never thought were possible. I 100% believe that. So approach everything that you're going to learn, no matter whether it's mindfulness or whatever you do in your life. Like if you approach it with an open mind, that changes everything. And it's like it's a matter of perspective. Like you've got to change your perspective. And learning something like this and being mindful and stuff, just give it a go. You never know. You never know what you're gonna find out, learn, whatever. Don't let fear hold you back. For me, my experience, it has been a positive one. Like because I've took so much away from it, which I'm then now using. So it's definitely made me more mindful. That is really crazy, Jack. That it expands beyond that morning meditation because when you're in control of your own mind and your own thoughts and your nervous system's regulated, that creates a calmness that then hopefully radiates to anyone and everyone around you. It feels like it could get quite deep this, but I want to keep it quite simple. But that is the essence, really. Just be free your mind. That's the only thing I could say that is really that's the thing that I really took away from this journey, this 8 week course was being able to free my mind of things that usually would consume it. Yeah. And once you do that, you could be the most powerful being. Like you've learnt your own power then, and then I don't know, the world's your oyster pretty much. That's just how it is. I can't. Yeah, I can't explain it any more than that. But it's really, really mad. Like seriously, yeah. It's quite overwhelming actually when I think about it. 'Cause I wouldn't have been able to have said this 9 weeks ago. So yeah, big up the Jack Farmer.